Hey guys, it's Shannon here. I have a question. Are you afraid of money? I was asked that question today. I've been asked that question several times, and this morning I was on a call, and it was the subject of money, and if you're afraid of money, are you afraid of money, and the fact that so many people are afraid of money. And the very first thought I had was, I'm not afraid of money. I love money, and but then I realized after listening to this call that I am afraid of, or I was afraid of money. I know that I have kind of grown since then, but I've always had this fear of losing money and not getting it back, saving it, harboring onto it, not circulating it the way it is meant to be circulated in this world. And I've always had that fear. Part of it was instilled in me because I was always told, save your money. I wasn't ever told to give your money away or share your money or invest in anything. I mean, it was instilled in me to play it safe, to save your money, to when I was in my 20s, to get ready for retirement, to spend your money wisely, and of course all of that is good to do. I'm not saying don't save for your retirement and don't spend money wisely. But sometimes you're afraid to spend, or you're afraid to invest in yourself or step out of your comfort zone because we have the beliefs that what if we don't have any more money coming our way? What if we don't get any more money coming our way? And this is not a good, obviously not a good way to think. And I always thought that way. I have had you could pretty much look in your bank account where it is today and look at your way of thinking towards how you spend money today, or how you've been spending money and how your bank account has been. And that pretty much should tell you, or can tell you, if you are indeed afraid of money. So everybody loves money. We all love money. We need it. We want it. We want it to spend for our own pleasures. And of course, we have to pay bills. Some people don't even pay their bills. They get their money and they don't want to pay their bills. You know, um, but either way, we all love money. We all know that we need to work and make money, and that's fine for all of us. There's a lot of people who they're just fine with that. They don't care about having a lot of money, or at least they say they don't. I can guarantee you, pretty much anyone, especially the ones who say they don't care about money, they don't. Money is all that negative stuff. First off, that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy that anyone would say that they don't love money. I get why, because a lot of us were taught, that money is the root of all evil, and money is, the reason for people who break up, and money is, people do bad things with money. Well, you know what? That way of thinking needs to go out the door completely, because money is crucial for us to have. No, not just for us to be greedy, not in greed, and not for us to, spend it and go buy a whole bunch of, although there's nothing wrong with that. If we have money, if you've earned money and you've worked hard for your money and you believe that you are deserving of a piece of the pie out there, that we all are, that there's not just certain people that are supposed to be rich, there's not certain people that are supposed to be, we can all be what we want to be and make the money we want to make if we believe that we deserve that piece of the pie. I am learning that so much. I have never felt that way before. I was kind of one of those people that didn't so much believe. I thought, well, that's for someone else. I don't know if I can ever do it, especially if I didn't get a college degree, or, you just automatically think that that could never happen. And believe me, when you surround yourself with certain types of people, even family members, and you have this new way of thinking because you're growing spiritually, which I recommend everybody take the time to in their life to start spiritually growing. I'm not saying going to church or anything. I'm talking about spiritually learning um, how to live life, because it makes a huge difference. It does with me. My way of thinking today is so different than it was 2 months ago, 5 years ago. I mean, it's just gotten better and better when it comes to the spiritual way, the spiritual path that I am taking, the way I'm thinking. And with Empower Network, where I'm at, my business, networkbusinessprofiting.com, I mean, this is a business where you are always learning. You are always being motivated and inspired. It's always about self growth. It's always about surrounding yourself with positive people and people who believe that they can create their life exactly the way they want, and they can make as much money as they want, that there are no limits, and people that believe in you. And I can tell you it's so important to do that, because when you're surrounded by people who, when you start talking this way, the spiritual way, or you say, I'm going to make $1 million this time next year, they roll their eyes, they laugh at you, they think you're the craziest person in the world, and then they go behind your back and talk about you. And even though I'm not there to know for sure, you can feel it. You can feel that they're talking about you. I mean, unfortunately, even family, they, I mean, I'm not going around saying I'm going to, but even if I did, because I can believe that I am, it doesn't matter, because whatever I believe, but people are so willing to laugh at you, talk about you, act like you're crazy, think you're crazy, tell you you're crazy, roll their eyes, while their bank account is still low and they're not doing anything to try to get as get everything that they want. They're only getting what they're used to getting, going to a job, getting a regular paycheck. And that's, if that's what you want, if that's what the people want, fine. But when you're someone like me and so many other people, especially who are with the Empower Network team, you you have a whole different way of believing, and you know that you're deserving, and you can believe, not can believe, you believe, you start truly knowing that you too can have a piece of the big pie. There's no discrimination there, and all you have to do is believe it. I would have never invested in my businesses, with network business profiting and my other two businesses, profiting with media and Sink His Name. And I just did this so out of the box when I departed from my job, as I've talked about before, because I knew, because my whole way of thinking now is different than it was before when I've departed ways from other jobs or something. I thought, okay, well, let me put my resume out there and let me look for another job, knowing that I really didn't want to. This time I said, screw that. I am out of here. I am out of this regular job world, and I am getting ready to create my life. And I know that it's going to take work. It's not an overnight thing. I am going to find the right place. And actually, the right places found me. Ironically, it really did happen that way. It didn't take me within a week after I lost my job was were things coming my way. I knew it was it. And Empower Network, definitely one of them. I've been so excited about this business, and and I went all in. I went ahead and went all in, and I invested in this business, as in any business, real legitimate business that anyone wants to get in. When you want to be self-employed, that's what you do. You have to invest in the business, and knowing that you've got to work it. It's any business. It's only it's not a business if you don't have to put something into it. You don't just start a business and think you're going to make money online, and you're going to get all, and you're not, and you don't have to put any work into it, and you don't have to put any expenses into it. Every business does. Whether it's an online business, it's just that people think when you're in an online business, it's an MLM, or it's a scam or whatever, and those people, I feel sorry for you or for them. There's just a lot of people who they just have that way, that small mind, and if you really want to make your life happen, if you really want to do it, you got to have conviction. You got to know that it takes work. You got to know that you have to put in to get back. What you put into something is what you get back. If you put nothing in, you'll get nothing back. Believe me, because I have done that. I've put nothing into something and gotten nothing back for anything. So I suggest that if you want to make your life happen, if you want to have more money, if you want to make as much money as you are deserving to make, then go out and do something about it. Step out of that comfort zone like I have done. Thank God I have done it. It took me a long time. I just turned 50, and I can't believe that I am doing this. And I'm more excited now than I've ever been in my entire life, because finally I'm living differently. I'm thinking differently. I'm not thinking that same way, and I do not and will not surround myself with people who don't believe. That's okay. You don't have to believe. I'm not even here to sell you anybody anything. I am here to do my business and to surround myself with people who know what I'm doing and that do the same thing and know what it takes, and who believe, and who are smart, and who know, and who have a broader view of life and can literally also know that anything is possible and that we all can create our own life. So if you want to be self-employed, if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to make money online and have financial freedom, I didn't start work until noon today. I mean, I got on my morning call that we always have, which I love because they're so motivational. But then I just drank my coffee and decided I can work whenever I want, and I love it. I would not change it for the world. That's what makes me so happy every day. But I do work. I put a lot of time and effort into this business. And I got a couple of others too. It's not like I'm sitting around and I'm going to sit here and tell you, oh, just, you can work your own hours. You don't even have to work at all. You're going to make money. Yes, you can actually do that. You can make money while you sleep, believe it or not. But don't think for anything that you don't put any effort into your business. That's what you do. It's a real business. So if you want financial freedom and financial independence and you'd love to quit your job one day, or maybe you don't have a job now and you don't want to go back to work like I did, and or like to a regular job, or having work for someone that you don't like, bad management, bad leadership, people who don't really care about you. When you ask for a raise every year, they say we can't afford it. It's not in the budget. But yet the CEOs and the CFOs are, giving themselves a raises and they're going on these amazing trips and all that. Well, guess what? That's okay. You can too. You can be the CEO and the CFO of your life. The CEO of your own life. Think about that. And I don't even know what else to say because that is the ultimate. Become the CEO of your life. Step out of the box. Step out of your normal way of thinking or how whatever was instilled in you, that mindset that your parents instilled in you, or maybe you've instilled in yourself, and know that you can do this as long as you are willing to believe that you can do this and that you were deserving of this. And if you can not have a small mind and think just because it's online, oh, it must be oh, it's a scam. I get so sick and tired of hearing that, because I'm not stupid and I'm not going to be in anything that's a scam. So there you have it. Anyway, I mean, this is an amazing experience working with the Empower Network Extreme Team. My business is networkbusinessprofiting.com. You can also go to info.networkbusinessprofiting.com. Check it out. Watch the video. See if it's for you. If you want to make money, you can make money. You can start out with the blog. You can start out with the blog doing $25 a month. But you can also go all in and you can see the powerful, powerful, amazing business that is taking over, and it's changing lives, and it's making amazing people, creating amazing people, meaning that the people who, when you first come in, it's so different. 2 weeks later, you're already different because of all of the calls and the motivational resources and inspiration and all the learning that you're doing. I mean, I have grown so much personally, and in the past month, it's amazing, and it's wonderful, and I'm happy, and I want everybody to be happy. My mission, my whole goal in life is to hopefully, through my business too, I can help others to know and to be where I am now, and to not waste too much more time, to just know that you can do this too. You can be your boss, your CEO. You can take charge of your life, and you can put the effort into it. You invest in yourself, personally, professionally, in your life, and make yourself everything that you know you want to be. Okay? See you later, guys.